Hello, everybody. Come on in. Hi, Akira. Hi, Frank. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Shanna. Hi. Can you all hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, it's 12 on the dot and we are going to start. First of all, why don't you tell me your name in the chat and who you help? So I'm sure you've received a number of emails from me introducing myself, but I'd love to know about you and who you help. So tell me your business and tell me who you help in the chat. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, welcome everybody. This is the Manifest More Money Masterclass. I am so grateful that you're here. I'm going to be monitoring the chat and letting people in as we go. One sec. So while you do that, tell me in the chat who you are and who you help. So you can say, my name is Lisa. I am a weight loss coach. So I just want to have a sense of who you are and who you help. Hi, Akira. Hi, Lisa. I help people who have suffered major health events diagnosis. Wow, that's a very valuable niche. Kiara is from Orlando, Florida. She's a virtual executive assistant and social media coach. Frank is representing ASEA Redux. Welcome, Frank. Hi, Shana. Shana helps turn people's purpose into prosperity through personal breakthrough. Oh, wow. This is such an exciting group. Okay, so I'm just gonna be monitoring the chat as we go. So welcome everybody. I'm sure most of you already know who I am, but very briefly, my name is Joy Rowland. I am the host of the Joyful Money podcast. I am also a certified money coach. I've worked with Dave Ramsey in his Financial Peace University. Above all of this, I have changed my own money story, and that's why I am so passionate about helping people change their money story. So, you all already know what to do to make money. Like, I am so certain that there is no one who runs a business that doesn't already know what to do to make money. But the question that got me so curious was, so why aren't we doing the thing that we know will make us more money in business? Like, my background is computer science. So I'm a scientist. I did over 20 years as an IT consultant. So I got very curious. I'm like, if we know what to do to build wealth in our businesses, why aren't we doing it? So I got curious and I found the answer. The answer is in what we are thinking in our subconscious mind. That is where the secret is, my friend. And when I figured this out, I'm like, I feel like I had the cure for cancer. Like that's how I feel genuinely. I felt like everyone in business needs to know about how our subconscious mind holds us back from being wealthy and from being successful. And so that's my mission in life. And this is what makes me so excited to wake up every morning to show people that once you figure out how to configure your subconscious mind, you can. Oh, sorry, there's someone in the waiting room. So usually I have an assistant that helps me let people into the room, but she took the day off sick today. So I'm having to do all of this myself. So I'm like, I have to tell people about this. So how does it work? I love this visual so much. And this is what I used to explain to my clients what the difference is between our conscious mind and our subconscious mind. So at the conscious level, it's just 5%. So if you think of an iceberg, it's just 5% of the iceberg is our actual conscious mind. So this is why it's so difficult to change our any beliefs or any habits we want to change. So take for instance weight loss. If you wanted to lose weight on Monday morning, you are so excited, you are so pumped. That's the 5% of your mind. And then when Monday, Tuesday comes, the true belief that you have about losing weight comes up and then you go grab chocolate cakes and all of those things. So that's a very simple way to visualize the difference between our conscious mind and our subconscious mind. So if all most of our programming comes from our subconscious mind. So that's 95%. So if you want to build wealth, if you want to attract wealth and magnetize wealth, we have to delve deeply into your subconscious mind. So, for example, if you had staircase in your house or even in your office, if you were going up and down the staircase, you don't think twice about taking the stairs. Like you take one step first, the second step next. That's your subconscious mind doing all of that work. If you were going to use your conscious mind, the 5%, if we're going to use that conscious mind to go up the stairs, it's going to be like, oh, how do I lift my leg, or where do I place my foot? So it's going to be very, very mechanical if you are going to use your conscious mind. So because we've done this over and over and over, when you're going up the stairs, like it comes like second nature. Even sometimes you are in the kitchen and you're like, how did I get here? Right? That's because your subconscious mind has done all of the hard work for you. So it's like a computer hard drive. All of our life's experiences, our money story, what we saw our parents say about money, all of those things are actually embedded inside our subconscious mind. So if you're going to start magnetizing money, which is what I teach and what I have experienced, the programming has to come from your subconscious mind. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So here's the thing. Researchers have researched and they say we have about 80,000 thoughts per day. And of those thoughts, that's a lot of thoughts to begin with, 80,000 thoughts. But here's the thing, 95% of those thoughts are thoughts you think repeatedly. So they are all the thoughts that happen in your subconscious mind. So if we are going to change your relationship to money so that you begin to attract money, we have to start from the subconscious mind. So as I go along, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. I'm going to come back. I just have a few slides. I'm going to come back and I want this to be as interactive as possible because my goal is that you leave this masterclass and you have defined steps to take in your business to start attracting money. That's the whole point of this masterclass. So if you have any questions, just drop them in the chat. I'll come to them after this presentation. So our money story is imprinted by the age of 7. My friends, when I found this out, I'm like, wow, by the age of 7, all of our money story is already imprinted in our subconscious mind. Like I'm like, wow, I have a 5-year-old girl. Her name is Ivy. And I'm like, I'm so intentional about how I program her because obviously I'm programming her. That's what parents do. Like, you might not agree, but we are programming our children based off of how we relate to money, how they see us relate to money. They are picking up all of those programming so that by the age of 7, my daughter Ivy, her money story is already programmed. Like, it's mind blowing. Like, I'm not just making this up, right? So at the end, I'm going to share with you a workbook and you can go and research this for yourself. I promise you, I am not making this up. Okay, so this is my money attraction blueprint. It took me years to figure this out. And I'm going to also give you this in your workbook, but I just want you to picture this for a minute. If you want to change your money story from fear, which is where most people are right now. If you want to change your money story from money fear and you want to go to abundant overflow, here are the steps. Now, if you look up here, our money story determines our energy around money, and our energy around money determines the actions we take around money, and then all of this defines our money results. So I want to ask you, what's your energy around money? How do you feel around money? Do you have a high energy, high vibe, high positivity energy around money? Or are you like flat, afraid, in fear? All of those negative energy. Your energy determines your actions, right? So if you think about it, when you feel, oh my God, money is coming to me from all different areas, what action do you take in your business? Well, you are determined, you are pumped, you take income producing action from that energy. And your action helps to solidify your money story. So it's like a catch-22, right? So if you want to break the cycle of how your money results are currently, you need to change one of these. Whether you change your energy, you change your action, or you change your money story. Now, energy-wise, that's very easy, right? You can decide what energy you want to have around money, and your energy will determine the actions you take in your business. Because here's the thing, my friend, there is no secret. The secret to having a successful business is taking income producing actions consistently. That's the only secret, my friend. Taking income producing actions consistently in your business. But because of your money story, you are not taking those actions because you have fear around money. You don't feel safe to make more money. Somewhere in your subconscious mind, it feels like making more money is going to be hard or you're not going to feel safe. So all of those subconscious programming is what is keeping you from actually taking the action. But I have good news, right? This is the good news. There's a concept called neuroplasticity. This is the concept that even though our money story is programmed by the age of 7, we can change those money stories, right? Isn't that good news? We can change our money story using neuroplasticity. And all this means is that we're going to start building new neural pathways in our brain to say that making money is safe. Now, when I say making money is safe, just note your subconscious mind isn't doing this from a malicious point of view. Like your subconscious mind doesn't want to keep you stuck because it wants to make you feel bad. No, that's not the intention. Your subconscious mind genuinely feels that it's keeping you safe from harm. So I'll give you an example. I have a client. When she was growing up, her father would borrow money from her piggy bank. So she had this piggy bank. Her father would borrow money from her piggy bank and never give it back. And now she's an adult, she has a business, and this is how it revealed in her business. She would make money, earn money every month, and before the end of the month, she would spend it. Everything is gone before the end of the month. And when we started delving deeper, we found that because of the experience she had as a child, now her subconscious mind thinks that, oh, if I have money, if I don't spend it, somebody's going to take it away from me and they're not going to give it back to me. That was the subconscious programming that was making her spend, 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 spend. She never built wealth until we rewired her brain to see that no, it is safe to make more money. Your money is safe and it's okay to build wealth. Only then did she start to amass wealth. So I just wanted to give you a practical example of how your subconscious mind might be working against you, almost like self-sabotage. You know what to do in your business, but you keep procrastinating. You know what to do in your business, but you keep saying, oh, I'm overwhelmed. You know that to make more money, you need to reach more people. Exactly what I'm doing right now, right? I'm telling you about my business. Do your friends and family know what kind of business you have? Many people, the answer is no, because you are so afraid to tell people about your business. But telling people about your business is exactly how you're going to build wealth. So here's a picture to tell you how building neural pathways in our brains work. So the highway is what you've been thinking for 30 years. So if you are 30 years old, this is what you've been thinking. So the neural pathways in your brain is concrete, right? There are highways running through. If you're going to change your thinking, we're going to go to the forest. It's almost like we're going to cut down the tree, we're going to clear a path. And this is why your brain is always kicking against doing this because doing this is hard work. Having to create new neural pathways in your brain is going to take hard work. And our brains don't like to do work. Our brains like to conserve energy, run away from pain, and run towards pleasure. That's what is called the motivational triad. So if you see yourself procrastinating, it's not that you're lazy. By default, the human brain doesn't like to do work. That's the default structure of the human brain. But if you want to build wealth, you have to do the work to create new neural pathways in your mind and in your brain to say it is safe to make money. So that's the neuroplasticity again. And like I said, I'm going to share with you the workbook so you have all of this to refer to later. The first thing you're going to do to change your money story is to audit your environment. And what do I mean by this? Your environment dictates the energy you have about money. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing because I want to see your faces just for a minute. Okay, so how many of you are in an environment where you keep hearing, hi, Chrissy, so great to see you. You're in an environment where you keep hearing money doesn't grow on trees, or money is hard, or interest rates are too high. How many of you are in Facebook groups that keep saying all of those things and they keep saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm not signing any clients," or "Oh, the economy is bad." Right? When you keep hearing all of those things, what kind of actions do you think you do in your business? You're gonna say, "Oh, the economy is bad. I'm not gonna run any workshops this month," right? And when you fold your arms, you don't run workshops, you don't talk to people about your business. What results do you create? You create a terrible economy for yourself. So the first step is to audit your environment. Who are you listening to? What news outlets are you listening to? What websites are you going on social media? And I know this because this is exactly how I curate my own environment. Because in the same economy, people are signing $1 million contracts. So how like my mind cannot compute it. If people are saying, "Oh, the economy is bad," and yet there are people who are signing $1 million contracts. And I'm going to show you a very clear example of someone I'm connected with on Facebook who posted something. So you know I'm not just making this up, right? Because sometimes I'm just going to go on my second screen and pull it up. Because sometimes it could feel like, oh, they are making all this shit up, right? So I'm going to share my screen again. Okay. So her name is Stephanie Ann Hodgson. You can go check her out at the end of this presentation. So here's her post, right? A few weeks ago, actually, this is in a private Facebook group, but if you're a lady, you can join this Facebook group. The group is called Alpha Fam by Melanie. It has about 38,000 members. So this is what she posted. A few weeks ago, I paid 555,000 US dollars in full, which is more than $800,000 in my currency. So she's also in Canada like me. So like I'm so proud, right? Because I like that I can relate to her so much. So she paid over half a million US dollars for private coaching, right? And this was in December of 2024. And in her post, she said, "Oh, the payment didn't make a dent in my bank account." So here's it. So being able to pay 800K in full while it barely making a dent in my bank account, right? This post in the Facebook group got 996 likes and there were 143 comments. Now, this is in the same economy where some people are saying there is no money. Now, here's the kicker. Just 2 days ago, here's our latest post. She's celebrating over $1 million in cash in 23 days, right? January of 2025, right? So I'm showing you this to tell you that the environment you associate with will determine whether you make money in your business or not. So, as soon as we end this masterclass in a few minutes, I want you to go to your Facebook. Who are you listening to? Go off all of those Facebook groups. In a particular Facebook group just before Christmas last year, somebody said, "Oh, 2024 was my worst year. I didn't sign any clients this year." And that post got over 1,000 likes. In the same group, somebody said 2024 was my best year, and you needed to have seen all the negative comments she got. Why? Why aren't we comfortable celebrating other people's successes? Why is being poor something that is noble? Right? So I want you to curate your environment. Obviously, you are in this masterclass because you want to make money. I do not attract people who say money doesn't buy happiness. Like, if you want to argue with me about creating wealth, this is not the masterclass for you. Like, and just to say, of course, money cannot buy happiness, but why do you associate money and happiness? They are two different things to start with. So, anyways, I'm telling you this because I want you to curate your environment, because your environment determines your energy around money, and that energy is what is sucking you up. So I want you to, sometimes this might be very far-fetched, like you're like, "Oh, gosh, this is a story of a woman who paid $500,000 for coaching for 1 year." But how about my story? I'm going to share my story. Many of you already know my story. I was born in sub-Saharan Africa. You see all of those pictures you see um, in Africa about people suffering to have clean water. All of those things, those videos you see when you see fundraising videos, that was me, right? We didn't have food. All of the terrible things you hear about some people in Africa, yes, that was me. Couldn't eat and all of those nasty things. But here's the thing, I decided differently. And at the age of 25, I said, no, I don't want to stay here. I want to go abroad. So my goal was to be in the UK at the time. But I'm telling you this story because you can rewire your money story. And bear in mind, I couldn't speak English. I remember my mommy saying, oh, if you say you want to travel to the UK, how are you going to even understand the language? So I'm going to share my screen again so you can see. So this is me and my sweet mama. Like I said, I was born in a slum. My mom and my brother, we were six children in one room. You can imagine how terrible the condition was. Sharing the apartment with about five other families. So I understand what it means to come from a very, very poor background. So this is me. And I said, Mama, I don't want to stay here. But she said, but you don't speak English. I said, I'm going to learn English, right? And she said, okay, how is this, how is this going to work? And I said, okay, don't worry, Mama. I'm going to learn. I'm going to figure this out. Don't worry. And so this was actually supposed to be my wedding day. I was going to be married to someone who was about four years, well, four times older than I was. But I ran away. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I want to go abroad. And finally, I was able to get to the UK. This was my first day landing in the UK to study. I went to study, and this was me at my university in London studying computer science. And then I graduated, and I was so grateful. I was the top of my class in business information technology from Middlesex University in London. Like I was blown away, and I was able to work as a security guard. So I had two jobs. I was working as a security guard, and then I worked in Marks and Spencer's in the UK, it's a retail store. And then I was able to fly my mom, my sweet mom. I was able to bring her to the UK to see me graduate, right? And this was the most proudest day of my life. So how did I go from this 25-year-old who couldn't speak English from a very poor background to the person I am today? I tell you what, it is rewiring my brain and changing my identity. You have to become somebody else. That somebody else is the wealthy version of you, right? There has to be an identity crisis. If you want to go from where you are now to multiple six figures or even seven figures, there has to be an identity shift. And that is the subconscious programming that you have to do to make it comfortable to earn money, right? You have to make it comfortable to earn money. You have to make money become a magnet towards you because money is energy and money goes to people who are magnetizing money. And I hope that this masterclass will be that for you. So I'm going to share my screen. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I truly appreciate that. I'm going to share my screen again. We're almost at the end, but let me just share. I'm going to go back to the book. Let me just pull this through. And like I said, please, if you have any questions, just put them in the comments. I'm going to come back and I'm going to answer any questions you have. Put them in the chat. So, how will I help you? So, the first step is to identify your unique money blocks. We're all different. We all have different money stories. We all have unique money blocks. So, I'll help you identify your unique money blocks, and then I'll help you rewire your brain to remove those money blocks. And I'm going to do this using what I call neuroplasticity, which is why I showed you the ability of our human brain to change and to start choosing new beliefs. And when you do that, you're going to start taking massive action. When you choose new beliefs and you believe them, your actions are going to be different. And when your actions are different, your results will be different. This is what I call exposure therapy. Okay, because right now you're comfy. You're comfy in your business. You're not taking massive action, and that's why you're not making money. Now, what is my exposure therapy? The first thing is I'm gonna get you booked on 5 podcasts. I know the power of podcast. I am a podcaster myself. I'm the host of the Joyful Money podcast, which is currently ranked top 2% globally. Amazing, right? And it's just over 14 months old since I started my podcast. So I know the power of podcasting. So my exposure therapy is to get you as a guest on 5 podcasts. This will be a done for you service inside of my program. And the reason why this works is because this used to be a done with you service, but many of my clients were not taking action. They were always saying, "Oh, it takes too much time to find a podcast and pitch some podcasts." So I do all of that for you now. The next exposure therapy is to do 2 VIP master classes per month. I'm going to teach you my framework to get people into your master classes, and you're going to do it twice a month. Because, like I said, the only secret to success is income producing action. Income producing action, which is talking to potential clients. That's all you have to do to scale your business. I will also have all your social media posts done for you for the entire year. Yes, I have a unique way I help my clients. I do all of the posts for you. So you never have to worry, what do I post on social media? That's all done for you. Now, what's the investment in my Joyful Money program? It's $950 per month for 6 months. Or if you want to save $700, it's 5K paying full. If you're interested to join, that's the QR code. Just scan that code and you get to the payment page. You get to choose whether you want to do payment plan or you want to pay in full. Some of you are ready to go, or some of you still want to chat with me privately. Yes, I'm going to drop the link in the chat shortly if you want to book a call to talk to me, first of all, before jumping on. Now, I want you, because sometimes I don't like to keep talking. I want you to hear from actual people who have been in my mastermind. So I'm going to grab that. Um, and after I play this short clip, I'm going to go and I'm going to answer your questions because my goal is to get you on stock. So whatever is stopping you from taking action in your business right now, I want you to get on stock.
Hi, my name's Haley Sohn. I'm a business owner, and I recently had my first session with Joy, who runs Joyful Money, and it was so eye-opening and incredible. So the first thing we coached on was just money mindset. We talked about how to focus on the profits that your business makes first, which for me as a business owner is not ever my focus. I'm always focused on what I'm spending the money on, where I'm investing it next. I rarely think about paying myself or making sure that I have extra money left over for taxes or just future profits so that I can just continue to grow my profits. So that was super helpful for me and really, really eye-opening. And then the second thing that we coached on was getting seen. So increasing the visibility of your business, which is, as a business owner, the most important thing you can be doing. If you want to be growing your profits, you have to be getting in front of your prospective clients. So she took me through an exercise talking about how to get on podcasts, which I've literally never thought about before. I've always I guess kind of had that as a pipe dream, but I didn't realize, I thought you had to sit around and wait for people to reach out to you. I didn't realize you could go reach out to these people. And there's a really simple process that she teaches in order to find them and get in front of them and be able to capture all of their audience in just one email. It's so amazing. So grateful to Joy. She's an incredible coach. You're going to learn so much as a business owner and grow so much as a business owner. It's not only going to grow the bottom line and all of the people that you're going to be able to get in front of and help, but you as a person having more free time and more money in your pocket, which is kind of what we all want. Thank you, Joy.
My name is Kenya Sunkar, and I am a mindset and business coach. And I had the pleasure to work with Joy in her coaching program. And it was amazing because I was able to learn tools to really prioritize me when it comes to my business. So she taught me how to prioritize my profit in a way that I can pay myself first and then allocate different kind of money for different parts of my business, like my taxes, my operating, my codes for operations and all the ways. And I was able to take that tool with me and use it for the rest of my life, which was amazing. Another tool that I learned from Joy is how to have more visibility by pitching myself to podcasts, which is something that I didn't know that is actually a tool that she has. So you can find thousands of podcasts that you can actually use to pitch yourself, so you can really have more visibility and promote yourself and your business all over the world. I thank you, Joy, so much for your help. It was such a pleasure to have a journey of coaching with you.
Hi, I'm Lila, and I worked with Joy Rowland, and the session I had with her was incredible. Her coaching, she immediately creates a very safe container to feel welcome, to feel safe, and talking about what can often be a touchy subject, which is money and your money mindset. But she goes so much more beyond just that. She goes into your relationship from your childhood to and how it's impacting everything that you're doing in your business, and especially when it comes to dealing with money and when you're investing with other people or when other people are investing with you. And these are things that as entrepreneurs, I don't think we talk about enough, and having a skilled professional that can hold this container to have this conversation has really been helpful for me in transforming some of my thoughts and some of the blind spots that I didn't know that I had. So I 100% recommend working with Coach Joy. She's incredible, and you will absolutely get something out of it and leave transformed in some way that you probably didn't expect. So highly recommend.
Hi there. My name is Michelle Spexarth. Recently, I coached with Joy, and it was a fantastic experience. What I brought to her was that I had been good at saving, and that since we moved, I had really struggled to save, even though my budget looked like I had money that I could put away every month. So we started delving into it, and what we found from the questions that she asked and from all of the insight that she was having was absolutely fantastic, very revealing, and so absolutely helpful. So I would love to encourage you, if you have financial things that you're working on and you seem blocked, or you are looking for a financial coach, she is fantastic. I absolutely loved it. And I hope that you will reach out to her and let her help you too.
Hi, I'm Charlene Ridley, founder of Unpause Your Dreams, and I am so excited. I just had my first coaching session with Joy Rowland of Joyful Money. And let me just tell you, it has been incredible. In one session, we have talked about everything from my money mindset, uncovering things that are limiting me from reaching my next level goals, and giving me practical application of things that I can start to implement today that will change my life and move me forward closer to my goal. In addition to that, we actually got to dive into podcasting and to talk about being a guest. I'm so grateful for Joy's processes and for everything that she has shared with me. She has figured out a protocol that will take you from simply wanting to be a guest on podcasts and not knowing which podcasts are the most aligned with your vision and your business, to being very clear on where you should apply, how you should apply, and then how to then build a relationship with those podcasters. I'm so excited about this relationship. I have to tell you, if you are uncertain, if you're thinking about maybe, should I do this now? Yes, you need to sign up right now. And I can guarantee you at the end of your first session, you will know that you have made the right decision, because Joy is like unlike any other coach you have ever encountered. Thank you so much, Joy.
My name is Courtney Cowie, and I'm a holistic nutritionist who help people with their chronic gut issues resolve their symptoms naturally and get back to lifelong function and the life they want. I just did my first consult with Joy Rowland. She is amazing. She does such a unique job of kind of like helping people who are starting out or, in their business, in their career, looking to grow their visibility, grow their ability to reach people that, they can truly help by teaching them how to go out and find podcasts that they can guest on that, give them that opportunity to connect with the right audience. And she also combines it with teaching people how to understand the money coming into their practice, allocate it into specific buckets so that they have a plan. There isn't this surprise tax bill that's going to hit you 6 months from now, which as a business owner that's still growing, still trying to figure out how to manage my money, anticipate, understand, plan these things, is just gold, like total gold. And what was so valuable and amazing about just this consult was she actually showed me some very specific tools that she was willing to share with me to help me get off on the right foot to do this. And I can tell that Joy is coming from the place of really truly wanting to help people. She's got an amazing story, just growing up in Africa, learning what it takes to come from poverty into having a healthy money mindset and grow your business organically through mindset, through planning, through really thinking through how do I want to achieve the income of my dreams. And I think if you're in that boat and you feel like money is a struggle, you feel like you've got the bits and pieces of your business and you have the confidence you can continue to run your business and get there, Joy's plan is going to be that accelerator to take you to that next step. She really is just such an amazing person. I connected with her so well. I feel like she's very grounded. She's very down to earth. I would highly recommend her. And I think she, again, has such an amazing background and story, and having that unique skill set of the coaching and the life coaching aspect, overcoming her own money limitations, right? And teaching people to do that. Being an entrepreneur, she understands the challenges of small businesses, mindset, profit, all of it, right? And then really honing in on fixing a problem for so many people, which is having the confidence to go out there, literally physically, visibly go out there in the world, present their faces, and overcome that lack of self-confidence to get their message out, because there's so many people that want to hear your story and want to work with you that need your help, and Joy will absolutely show you how to do that.
I am so grateful for all of you. Frank, you messaged me. You said you just joined. I am so grateful. I just dropped the link to join in the chat. I've also dropped a link to book a call if you want to talk to me first. I'm so happy to talk to you. So welcome to my community, Frank. I am really, really, really happy to have you in my community. So, like I promised, I want to help you dive into your business. That's why I'm here. So ask me specific questions. You can get off mute. You can tell me what are you struggling with? What's holding you back from showing up and actually I feel like the universe has a blank check for everyone, right? You have to decide how much you put on that blank check. So I want to ask you, what's holding you back from showing up and taking what you deserve in this world? So you ask me any question of in anything I've just talked about, and I'm happy to support you.
Well, Joy, the business I'm in. It's met with so much rejection. And, having a product that I personally used and personally got my vision back from is a wow for me. And I have never done sales in my entire life. I started my 35th year of my career with Verizon, which is a big telecommunications company. It's an ungratifying job, but it's a career and it's a paycheck. Um, it hurts my heart when I meet a potential client that just can't afford the ASEA products. And in my heart and mind, I'm thinking, oh, dear God, I know this person needs it. I wish I had the money to pay for it myself because I would, you know? Um, so I just want to be able to help people and live a life that I want to live. I want to do whatever I want to do. And if I want to give stuff away, I want to be able to have that funding to do that and help people that need help, that don't know how to help themselves and don't think outside of the box, that there's other things out there, such as ASEA, instead of popping a pill or taking an injection. So to expand on that, I just I go to the conventions and whatnot, and there's a bunch of arrogant people there. And I never identify with any of them. They think differently. I think they have a level of greed, and that's not who I am. I mean, I was raised with the notion that you said money doesn't grow on trees. I mean, I remember my sister wanted a pair of Jordache jeans back in the day, and I was bound and determined to buy her those jeans because my parents couldn't afford to buy us the stuff that we wanted to be like the other kids.
Mm,
So I I just want to break out of those paradigms that I'm stuck in. I need
mm.
you, Joy. And I so respect you. The minute I met you at that global convention in Texas, I was like, this is a beautiful soul right here. And I want to be friends with Joy forever. Sorry.
Yeah, friend, you have such an amazing heart. Like, you're already making me cry already, and I know you're emotional. And like, I just want you to know that there is a reason why you're on this earth. And the reason why you're so emotional right now is because you're so desperate to help people. And that's a very, very beautiful thing. And I think why we connect is because we have the same heart to help people. So, when I think about your business and what you do, I strongly believe that having a coaching offer will help you get to the people you want to get to. So I have used ASEA myself and I know the power of the product. You have a powerful story of your transformation using that product. I feel like if you could structure a coaching program that people can come experience just exactly how I have my coaching program. And then you will tell them about ASEA that can help them inside of your coaching program. So, for example, you could say your coaching program is for men over the age of 30, for example. And let's say you want to coach them on mental health. Maybe you choose mental health because that's a big thing that people are struggling with right now. And you structure your coaching program around mental health, and then when they come into your coaching program, then you introduce them to ASEA. That's what I'm thinking for you. But obviously, we can delve in now that you've joined my program. I'm going to help you create that program, a program that will be so compelling and inspire people to come into your world. Because once they come into your world, you can then share ASEA from a point of view of people not having that negativity around MLM or network marketing because you already know this product works. I know this product works. I used to be clinically depressed just over a year ago. I was clinically depressed. My doctors were going to put me on antidepressants, but I said no. And thank goodness I found ASEA. And I found ASEA on a podcast with Danielle Matthews. Danielle Matthews is a top distributor in the company. And I
Right.
listened to the podcast. I'm like, I need this thing. And that was what helped me with going on walks every single day. And now I am no longer depressed. I'm able to show the world the joy and the happiness that God has put in my heart. So I'm just giving you an example of how you can structure your coaching program in a way that you get people into your world with a high ticket offer. Right, you do high ticket offer, and then in the back end you introduce them to ASEA. That's what I'm thinking for you.
Okay. I started with another product too, Joy, of visceral fat weight loss. That's that
Mhm,
stubborn belly fat that's almost impossible to lose no matter how much you diet and exercise. And so
mhm,
Catherine Edwards had introduced me to the product and said, Frank, looks like an amazing opportunity. Are you
mhm,
willing? Do you want to try it for yourself? And I said, yeah, I I have some weight I need to lose, and I've been so successful. I am now back down to a 32-inch size waist, which I have not been since high school, and I'm 60
mhm,
years old. And it's so easy. I was on a cruise in December, and my gosh, 80% of the people on that ship were like obese and just gorging themselves. And I'm thinking, oh
mhm,
my I don't know how to approach anyone because it's such a tender subject, but boy, do I
mhm,
have a solution for them. And so, you know what? This product is nothing but, the hops flower, the plant that they make beer from. It is the
mhm,
extract of that flower called mature hops extract that burns visceral fat. And I got to tell you, it works. I just don't know how to approach or promote or share with people
mhm.
without it possibly offending them, and I never want to do that. So
Yeah, I love this. So we're going to come at this from a place of visceral fat, losing weight, and we're going to structure the program tailored for just men, right? And we're going to share your story of transformation. Like that's the story. Just like I just shared my story of coming from Africa, right? I've been a coach for so long. I was so ashamed of my background. My
Oh my
transformation
gosh.
started to happen when I started sharing my story. And I'm like, this was who I was, right? I'm no longer ashamed of my past. I just come and I share my story. And just sharing my story magnetizes people to me. And I feel like
Absolutely.
when we start to share your story and you say, I used to be obese and look at how much weight I have lost because of this product. All you have to do is share your story. And I am going to help you craft your coaching program. And I genuinely can see how big this is going to be for you. And all of those dreams you have for your sister and for your parents, you will achieve those dreams. I promise you. We're going to work together. I'm going to lock arms with you and we're going to create this coaching program. And you're going to be able to come out boldly and confidently to make the impact you want to make in the world. And I am truly, truly excited about this. Oh,
Thank you,
thank you,
Joy.
Chrissy, for your comment. Chrissy is giving Frank a lot of love in the chat. Um, Frank, thank you so much. I am so blessed to know you. I'm so blessed to have you in my community. Um, how is this landing for you?
Oh, I'm filled with excitement and joy.
Mm,
Just yeah. The challenge though is the scheduling because I do work a full-time demanding job. So
mm.
yeah, but
Okay.
we're gonna make this work.
Yes, we'll make this work. Yes. And Chrissy, she's also my friend on Facebook. She's into gut health, right? Chrissy, you help people with their gut health. And like the reason I just love the community I'm building on Facebook is we can all support each other. We can collaborate and bring our genius into the world. So I am so grateful for you, Frank and Chrissy, all of the people that I am connected with on Facebook. Like my world just blew up when I started showing up on Facebook and making friends.
And Joy, I'm gonna do everything to keep promoting you too.
Oh, thank you so much. I love you so much. Chrissy, do you have anything you want us to support you with in your business?
Hello, everyone. I'm Chrissy. I am a certified nutrition practitioner. I help, like Joy said, I help individuals with their gut and hormone health. I also specialize in weight loss and muscle building as well. Um,
Awesome.
with my business, Joy, I just signed up for the call, and we'll talk a little more. With my business, well, I don't know anything about business really, and left my job over in 2023. I had to leave. It was, I don't want to get emotional, but I guess I will. But it was soul sucking. It and
Yeah.
that's obviously that's not where I wanted to be because I was done with school. I moved here. That's why when I kind of related to your story, Joy, when I first heard your podcast, um, it was I moved here. I mean, my husband has a good job, but I want to live my dreams. I went to school and everything, and it's like, why is it so hard to get a job? Why is it so hard to do this? Why? Everything, like, it's just so hard. In 2018, I moved to Canada, sorry. Then, um, when I was done with school, I thought, okay, it was easy. Then I'm like, I don't want to be on this job. I'm gonna start here and there. It wasn't so tough, but eventually, somebody died on the job, and the assistant manager, she passed away in 2022. It took a toll on everybody at the job. And I think what to really it it hurt me to the point where I saw this lady, like, she allowed this job to take her life, basically. That's how we described it, where the manager had to take 3 months off, and right after that, I mean, the job has to continue. Somebody has to replace her, right? And I started realizing, like, I need to make my own money. I need to start up my own business. I was already seeing clients on the side, mainly by word of mouth, because I did not have time. Social media, I'm not trying to be negative. I hate to be negative. Social media was taking a lot of my time, plus the job I was working full time. So I had to do something. I could not stay there again. I cried out to God in July of 2023, and I'm not staying on this job again. I need to leave. I left in October. I did get a gig with a gym. I only see clients once, like here and there. So this is why it took so long for me to launch my podcast. I'm happy that thank God that I finally launched it. I was under a lot of stress. I gained some weight, like about about 7 pounds really. And because of the inflammation, the stress I was going through, and I didn't know how stressed my body was until I left this job.
Mm.
So I took the whole year off. 2024 was not a bad year. It was a great year for me, meaning like it got me to really sit back and think like, this is not where I want to be. And I'm happy I made that decision, and I refused to let a job get me to the point
Mm.
where I'm sick. And so right now I'm just starting off. This is why I booked the call with you, so we could talk more about that. And I love your work. I see you on Facebook all the time, and I do want to do the program with you, and I'm going to do that program with you this year by the grace of God.
Amen.
Yeah, so 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 thank you so much, Frank, for being so transparent. I mean, sometimes we don't want to be transparent because we always feel like we need to be tough, or we need to show that tough side of us. But thank you so much. It's encouraged me so much, your story. You really enjoy your story, encouraged me so much, and inspired me as well.
Thank you, Chrissy. I loved your story as well. And I love your background.
Thank,
Right.
thank you. I mean, the
Like just listening to both of you, the thought coming into my mind, I'm like, if not for anything, for bringing both of you together in this masterclass, I felt like this was the best 1 hour I've spent this year, right? Because building a business, we have to create a supportive environment. And having that emotional support is the fastest way to build wealth. And for many people that I attract, they're very heart centered. So they're not very money driven, right? Money comes as a byproduct. Right. And those are the people I attract into my community because that's the kind of person I am. So just listening to Frank and listening to Chrissy, I am so grateful to God that I overcame my own limiting beliefs because my limiting beliefs were I couldn't speak English. I have a terrible accent. These were my thoughts, right? For many years, you'll never see my picture on social media because I was so uncomfortable in my own skin. So just listening to both of you, I am so grateful. I overcame those beliefs and I said, no, I have something of value to give to the world. And I am not going to allow my limiting beliefs hold me back. And I am so grateful for both of you. And I'm just blessed, to be honest. I am just blessed. Um, I know we're almost at time, but I'm so glad we're going to connect Frank and Chrissy, and we're going to take our businesses to the stratosphere, right? Not because we're hungry for money, but that's going to be an indication of the lives we impact, right? The money
Yep.
we make is almost always an indication of the value we make in the world and the lives we impact. So I'm so, so grateful for both of you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
And Chrissy, I just want to say that um, if the funding to pay for the class is an issue, I would recommend listening to a lady by the name of Honey C. Golden. She
Sorry?
has Honey C. Golden. I'll put it in the chat. She has a meditation, manifesting abundance, and I'll tell you what, that might help you, and you'll be registered before you know it. So
Thank,
Mm.
I just want to offer that to you. Um,
thank you so much,
Frank, you
Frank.
were breaking off. Can you please drop it in the chat because I am also interested. You were
yes,
breaking
yes,
off.
yes.
I couldn't hear you.
So I follow Honey C. Golden. Oh, it's a C, not a B.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, got it. Honestly, okay, awesome.
Thank
She
you.
Thank
has
you so much. I think we lost Frank.
nope, I'm still here.
Yeah. Okay, manifesting abundance, healing with yes. Okay, awesome.
That's the first
Wow.
step, and then Joy will take us to this to the metaverse, the
Let's
multiverses.
go. Let's
Thank
Let's
you
go.
so
go,
much.
girl.
I'm so
Let's
excited.
go. Oh, just to share a little story, I met Joy back in 2023 September. We were both in Dallas Fort Worth, and they had an 80s theme party. and we had such a great time that evening, dancing the night away. It was so much fun. The minute I met Joy and I looked into her eyes, I seen her soul, and I thought, I love this person. She's absolutely a beautiful person that I hope I can be friends with. And we've been friends ever since.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. I'm so grateful that our paths have crossed on this earth. And like, I'm just so grateful. My heart is full of joy and gratitude because it's the humans in our lives that make our lives worth living. Like, not money. No money, no
That's
houses,
right.
no cars. It's the
That's
humans
right.
in our lives. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for Facebook. I'm so grateful for ASIA for bringing us together. And I know we're going to impact so many more lives together, all of
It's
us, with
and
Chrissy as
so it
well.
is.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go. We're now at time. I love you all so much. Frank, I'm gonna send you details for us to get started. And Chrissy, I look forward to our call next week or wherever you book.
Thank you so
Great.
much. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
You
Love
too.
you.
Thank you. Bye,
Bye.
guys.